Hello. Okay. Welcome. So on this tutorial, we are going to look at your UI design presentation. Yes. The other day we had a session, a Google Meet session where we discussed about it. That recording, yes. We did the recording, but I think there was some no, what happened to the recording? I think some there were noises. There were noises on it, too much noises, and also breakups. At some point, the network went off. So because of that, I didn't publish it on YouTube. So I said, let me redo another one. So this is it. How do we present our work? Um, uh, after doing your design, after doing your UI design. Whatever design you do, after doing it, the next thing is you present it. So presentation matters in anything. That's why they say packaging. Presentation is like another word for packaging. So you package yourself, so that people will see you in a certain way. They say the first impression matters, right? So that's why we buy fine clothes. You see, that's why we buy a certain fashion clothes, so that we look a certain way, so that people will associate us to be so and so thing. You see, same thing with your design. After designing it, the presentation is another key important factor. Which, if you get it wrong, no matter what you designed, someone will not be able to see it. It's like product packagings as well. Let's say a wonderful biscuit. This biscuit is so nice. It was prepared, it was baked so nice. But the packaging doesn't look good. Like the packaging doesn't look cool. If you see it on the shelf, you are not going to buy it. Yes. If you went to ShopRite and then you see this biscuit with a very bad packaging, you won't be encouraged, enticed to buy it. No, you will simply leave it and find some other ones, right? So same thing with your UI, with your designs. After doing the design, the next thing you present it, and there are different methods. So let me go through the methods, uh, that you can use. All right, so let me present the screen. I have a Canvas slide that I prepared for this. Okay, so looking at this, how to present your web design works for maximum effect and liking by others. That's just what all this is about. So, um, the first type, or should I say, the first styling, a way many other designers out there also use, is what we call the plain Jane. So, I took these inspirations from a guy. He has his YouTube channel name is Design Course. So I've been following him and he explained this thing so well. So I took inspiration from him and, for me to present this, make this slide and present it to you. So the first one is the plain Jane, which is very common. So the plain Jane is basically just showing the UI design itself in a thumbnail. Like, let me show you an example. So this is it. You simply get the design, get a screenshot of the design you made, get a screenshot of it, and that's it. You post it. Now, when getting that screenshot, you make sure it's almost square. It's going to be almost a square form or maybe a dribble size. Dribble, the platform dribble, they have a size, a size they require for their thumbnails. So you can screenshot, something and then make it let it fit into that same dribble size. Here we go. Here's an example of it. So this is the plain Jane. It's very plain. So you just get a screenshot of a get a screenshot of the the design you did, and that's it. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, so the second one is what we you know what we can call the white space, because why we call it the white space is because there's a bit of white space around it. So the white space, this comprises of the thumbnail, which is a like your screenshot, right? And then, however, it is giving a little bit of white space around the UI. Like, let's see an example here. Okay, so this is it. You see how your thumbnail is kind of centered, and then there is this space outside of it, you see? And I just did a little kind of twist into it by adding a darker shade of gray, adding a section here that has a darker shade of gray around here, you see? But it can still be plain background, plain white background, you see? So this is the this thing, the white space. So you can see another example of it here. You can see another example of it here. And take note, there's something important you have to take note of. Whenever you add in this, you also have to take note of the color combinations, how the color rhymes with your design. So take for example this. You see, I added this orange background at the back. And that orange background can also be found here in the image of my hero section. This UI that I designed, you can see that orange inside it. So that's where I took that same orange and I added it in the background. Now everything looks so cohesive. It kind of blend in. Same thing with this. So the background I added here, you can see it here. You see? So now coming to this as well, the Apple homepage that we designed has mostly black and white, and then the iPhone image here has a tint of gray and white, so like a silver color, and that's why we use these grays at the background, you see? So like the colors you're going to use have to blend in. It have to really match your UI, because if it didn't match, then it's going to throw the whole thing off, right? Even though you're still abiding by the same layout, right? So then the third one is the one we know as the tilt shift, just as the name sounds. So here we simply tilt, rotate, or skew the UI to even, to kind of making a cool effect, So it's not just one single design, it may be multiple designs. I don't know if you're getting. So let me just show you an example so you see. So this is it. You see how we tilted this design, giving it some cool effect. Now, if you look closely, you see we actually combining the white space and the tilt here. Because if you look around here, you can see the white space around. And then we tilted this is our UI. Here's another example. Here's another one. So there are different ways you can tilt it. You just have to use your creativity on it. Then we have the font context. This simply takes elements that are part of the brand identity and include it outside the UI design. Let me show you what that means. Now, do you notice something here? We have a UI design we did, and it's for an iPhone 15 Pro. Now, if you look by the left hand side at the bottom, you see someone holding that same phone in their hands. That is entirely not part of, it's not part of the website design we did, but it's the same context, it's the same brand identity, it's the same thing we are talking of. So I just now we added it there, and it kind of blends into the UI we did perfectly. And if you notice here, you see the Apple logo in the background. So adding a kind of making it fun, adding a kind of context into the UI that you did. You see here, using the same Shopify homepage, and now I added a this thing. Oops. And now I added a someone with a trolley. You see, and also you can see you can even add a bit of text at the top here. You see, maybe 01 and then hashtag LWN underscore 90-day challenge. You see, so there are a lot of ways you can go about it now. Here's another example of a white space with a tilt. You can call it this is a tilt, even though it's not rotated, but at least it's shifted by the side, right? So a white space with the tilt shift. So and okay, here's more of the context. Here we have the Hotjar website, and then we added some elements that can be found or elements that are associated with what we design, adding it around it. So that's what the font context styling is. Then we have this one, which is the screen layers. This is the final one, screen layers. So here you either take different screens or sizes of the UI design that you did and float it side by side. Let me show you an example of that. Okay, so do you notice something here? Now, we have this design here that we did. We actually took a full screenshot of the page, right? And then in the left hand side, we are representing a mobile view of it. You can see the mobile view of it, see the desktop view of it here. So, and let me show you another example. Now, in this case, we're simply showing the same desktop view, not desktop and mobile. In this case, this one is a desktop view, this one is also a desktop view. But here on the right hand side, we are showing from the top towards the middle, and then we continue where we left off at the top of this one and start showing it down to the bottom. So you can like get creative with this. Either you show a desktop and a mobile version, or you show two desktop versions, but different screens, different pages, and all that. You can see it here as well. You see this guy? We showed the homepage, and now we're showing the mobile version here. So these are different ways you can combine, like you can present, combine your UIs, the UI you did, combine it together and present it in a very pleasing manner. You see, so the next thing that you will do to even understand this better and improve on this is to go to Dribble. Go to dribble.com. Dribble with a triple B. Dribble, Dribble with a triple B. So you go to it, dribble.com, and look at how other web designers, how they presented their work. You'll be wow. So, but five, uh, 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 um, these five stylings I just mentioned on this video is a kind of like a starting point. Of course, there are others, right? But these ones are the ones that are most common and also wonderfully, presented that you can start incorporating while presenting your this thing, your UI designs. You see, so that's it. Then here's the next thing. If you know you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching it somewhere else, just search for Learn with No Webs on YouTube. Search for it and subscribe. There are many videos that are on the works. Many videos we are going to, tutorial videos on Elementor, web design, WordPress, we even UI as regard to web design, so that we are going to publish. So subscribe so that when we start publishing this, you will get a notification. All right, then we go into the second part of this tutorial. The second part of this tutorial is for me to demonstrate, you know, how we are going to, let me actually go through presenting one of the work that we did, right? So let me go through presenting it. All right. So here's a website that can help us to kind of, like take our screenshot, take it to the next level. The name of this website is shorts.so, shorts.so. So when you go to it, I will still show you how to use it. But first of all, I just want you to see it, just see the interface. Now, I'm going to go and grab a screenshot. So I'm going to walk you through the process from A to Z, process of me grabbing a screenshot and then me dropping it here, styling it, and then bringing it back to Canva and then finishing it off there. So let's start. Here's a design we did. This for our day 6, right? This for our day 6 challenge. Yes. So I'm going to screenshot this design because that's what we are going to use and then present. So here is it on the front end. This is on the front end where I viewed it on front end. So what I'm going to do is to screenshot this. And because I gave a scale to this, I gave a scale to this, I can't just screenshot it from here directly because I notice if I screenshot from here directly, capture full screen. Now you see, let me scroll down. You see the width. The width of the black section is kind of inside, which is the original format, but that's not how I want to present it. I want it to be presented this way, exactly this way. So for me to do that, I have to scroll down, just down to the bottom, and then do the same thing, capture full screen. Now you can see there's a difference in what was what is captured now. There's a difference, right? Okay. Then remember I captured full screen, but I don't really need full screen here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to use the crop. I'm going to click on this crop and then let's see. Okay, this is the crop. I need to bring it down, down. Oh, okay. I think I now overdid it. Oh no, wahala. So now this is it. So I can of course expand this so that we kind of see what I'm selecting exactly. Expand it well. Okay. So this is it. It have to be somewhere around here. Okay. Then this one, make sure is the same spacing. Yeah. Okay. Let me scroll down a bit. Now I need to bring this down more to somewhere around here. Okay. Yeah. Bring it somewhere around here. And then let me check at the top. So at the top here, I also need to take this up a little. Okay. Now let me kind of so I can see a bird eye view of it. What I'm looking for here is I want the bottom part here and the top part here to be similar. I want it to have the same spacing, almost the same spacing, and also of course the spacing at the side and here to also have the same so that everything will be balanced. Think I've gotten it. So since I've gotten it, I click this and here we go. You can see it. this is the screenshot we now took. So all I have to do, I'm going to click save and save it. So, and also name it experience welcome screenshot and save. All right, so my I've gotten my screenshot the way I need it. So all I have to do, come back here and drop it. Click, drop it, and here we go. Okay, I think I made a little bit of mistake, right? Made a mistake on the screenshot because I don't really want this black section to be like to be touching the edges. Like don't really want it to be touching the edges. So I think I have to retake this. So because I'm using a smaller screen, I don't know, this may not, the space in the left hand side and the right hand side of my own is smaller because I'm using a smaller screen. If you are using a bigger screen, it won't be this way. It won't be so tight this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in this way. Yeah. So I'm going to zoom in this way so that when I take a screenshot, there will be enough gap by the two sides. Then I also have to scroll down to the bottom and then take a full screenshot. All right, so here we go. And this is what we have. Now, with the same method, I have to crop. So clicking on the crop again, need to bring this down, drag it up, bring it down. All right. So I'm going to place this somewhere around here. Okay, let me bring it more down. So place this somewhere around here. Okay, then expand this. Okay, then expand this down as well. Uh, okay, maybe bring this a little bit up. Okay, let's see. This is how it's looking. Oops, no, okay. I think I've gotten, the sizing. Mm, okay, I think they now have equal size by the two sides. Yes, I think they now have equal side. And this one maybe bring it a little bit up, a little bit upward. Okay, so now I'm just going to click this. Once you're happy with it, you click it. And now here's our screenshot. I've taken the screenshot. Now I'm going to click save. Okay, so let me name it experience W screenshot. All right. Okay, so now let me go back here. All I have to do to change this is to click it again and then change it. All right, so you can see here is a better screenshot. You see, this is a better screenshot. All right, so there's a lot. This software is actually so wonderful. I'm so surprised that this is actually free, like free. So surprised. So you can have this to be like this, which makes sense. Have it to be like this, have it to be like this, to be like this, like different methods. You can change this way, make it to be sharp edges, rounded edge, and then just a little bit curve. And then the shadows, you can even shift it this way, do a lot of things you may want to do. But here's what I want to do here. I want to present this to make it look like a browser, right? So I'm going to click this screenshot here, then select browser. Now, after selecting the browser, I need something like a dark shade. Uh, yes, maybe this particular one here, a dark shade, because of this black here. So this dark shade kind of rhymes with everything. Now I'm going to add my link here. Experience welcome. So let it be at the top, making it look so real. Then what next? Okay, now let's go to the frame side of things. And here we can start changing things up. You can use different shades. Okay, well, use different shades, depending on what you want. You see, this looks cool. This. Oh, there's this one I want to test out here. Let's see. Uh, nope. How about this? Okay, so now this looks cool. There's a lot of different backgrounds you can add. I think I need to go back to the mockup and reduce the shadow. You can see the shadow from here. Shadows, you can see from here. Currently is at low. Put it in high. This is it. I want it to be in this one, which is hug. Yes. So now it's kind of more plain in the eyes. Okay. Let me see if I change this to the white version. No. I think the dark version is better. Yeah, this dark version here is better. Okay. So now we have this. I can simply save this. You can choose your sizing. I think let me choose the 2 times. Let me choose the 2 times. PNG and then save. So now it's going to export, and let me call this 1A, something like 1A. Okay. Then I'm not still done. I want to like get multiple variations of this, right? So I can test out with these guys here. You see, can really like be very, very creative with this. Now, this looks cool. And this, you see, there's a lot, man. There's a lot you can do with this platform. See now, this is nice. This is nice. Really love this. I think this one. Yeah, I think this one and this one really piques my interest. So, but let me go with a little twist, like the tilt shift. Remember our tilt shift style. So let me go with this. And with this, I can another thing another thing I can do with this is that I can scroll down to here, the positioning, and make sure I position it however I want, to position it, right? You see? So maybe I want to add some text at the top here or by the side here. I will want to position it this way, and then add my, to create space for whatever text I want to add around here. If you position it in the center, it still look good. But I don't know, thinking of positioning it somewhere. Let's see. This way actually look good. Well, look good the way it is here. But let's try with this. Okay, okay. You see, you can play along with it. I really love this here. I really love this layout here. I really love it. Okay, so now I'm getting this as well. So this one, I really love this layout. So click to export, and then I'm going to call this 1B, you know. Then let me test with something else. Let's see, maybe I don't know, maybe the original centered style also still works. Maybe I can test out with this. Yeah, and then change it to probably this way. No, okay. Change it. Yeah, bring it down this way. Or up, bring it up this way. How about this way? There's a lot, man. There's sincerely a lot you can do with this. There's a lot. Okay, so I think let me download this. All right, I'm call this 1C. All right, you can do, go ahead to do a lot with it, but for time's sake, let's just keep with this. And now I'm going to go into Canva. All I have to do, so let me take this, let me duplicate this so that the original one will be there. And what I'm going to do, go to upload and upload those files that I have gotten. So upload this one, upload this one, upload the C. All right, so now they are uploading. Okay. Can simply click this, just delete this, don't need it. Then drop this here. Now, remember, we already have a background, so we don't really need this background here. Don't need it. Don't need it. Maybe this guy, we may need it. So let me bring the position to front. Okay, so all I have to do, click here, expand it, let it fill up the entire screen. Yeah. So you can see what we have so far. This is what we have, and it's looking good. Now, this guy here, I need to change the color to make it obvious. So maybe change it to, let's see, photo color. You know why I'm using photo color? Photo color actually takes, it shows you colors that are found in your design. And that's a good way of staying consistent. Instead of trying to use colors here, above here, you can just use colors that are found in your design and everything will blend in. So I'm thinking of maybe using, no, using this here. And let's see. Okay, maybe to bring it here. I think I'm going to use a different kind of arrow if I'm going to use arrow. I'm not sure yet, but let's see. So if I'm going to use arrow, it have to be a different one. So go to graphics. Um, okay, how about this? I need to flip it, bring it down, bring it down, down more, bring it down. Make sure the color is the color that is found here. Maybe, no, this is too light. Same with this. So let's go with the deep black. And then I can, of course, tilt it or just leave it as it is. Yeah, leave it as it is. Now let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Okay. I'm not too sure about the arrow. We may, you know what? Let's just have the arrow there. let's have it. Let's have the arrow, right? Ah, okay. So, or maybe let's just remove it. I don't want anything, any distractions, anything that is going to distract us. So what I'm going to quickly do is let me copy it out from somewhere. I think I already have it. Not here. Okay, so this test here, that's what I'm looking for. This guy and this guy. So select, copy. Uh, Scroll up. All right, to here, and then I need to paste it. Okay, so far, you see where it's pasted. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to scroll up, yeah, somewhere around there. That going to make sense. And let's see. Okay, so you see how this is looking, right? So now that's for one. Let me duplicate this. Then go back to our upload again. And now clicking here, I'll simply drag this and drop. Yes, for it to just fill up. And then this guy and this guy, I'm going to simply select two of them, drag it down to maybe around here. Okay, so maybe this time, because this one is at the top of this design, so maybe I can actually leave it out or simply take it. So I can simply leave it out or even leave it there. Yes, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it there. Then I can duplicate this again, click on it, and then drag this one and drop. So right now we already have multiple versions of this. We have this, we have this, and we have this, which looks so cool. So now we have to download it, right? So mark the pages. We have page 8, 9, 10. So I can download three of them at a go. So I'll simply click share, then scroll down to download. Okay, so now I can, for quality sake, right now it's giving me this at a 2800, which is cool. In fact, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that because, but I can, like do it two times. You remember how we downloaded it out from here? We selected two times, right? We can as well do it here, or we just leave it. Let me just leave it the way it is here. Then all pages. This says all pages, but no. What we need is page page 8 to 10. Remember, 8 to 10. That's all we need. You see, page 8 to 10, and then we click download. So now it's going to go ahead and download as a zip file. So once it's downloaded, you see, it's a zip file. I'm going to say experience welcome final draft, or final screenshot, whatever you want to name it, Then let it download. Okay, so it has our download is done. So I'm going to extract the file. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Let me refresh this. Refresh. Okay, so here is it. And we have three designs. I don't know if you can see my screen yet. We have three designs that we can present. You see, different styling. You see how cool this is, right? You see how cool this, you see how, so this is a way you can present your designs in a better way. And it didn't take us anything. In fact, it took me around 40 minutes here to explain all this, teach you this and, do it. If it's for me to just, after designing, for me to just like present it this way, it's not going to take me 15 minutes for me to get three of this, get it done, this three of this, and then post it. online. So 15 minutes extra for you to optimize and present your design, package it in a very wonderful way. You see? So thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe, make sure you post your design, your 90-day challenge design, make sure you post it on the group, post it on your timeline, invite others. See, talk to others, other web designers, maybe beginner designers, or even established designers that want to just build out their portfolio, do a whole lot of design scenarios with us. You know, talk to them, tell them to join our group. You know, join the email list and start designing with us. This is something for everyone. And the main thing is, you are not limited to a certain tool you are going to use. We are using Elementor because we know Elementor and we use Elementor. You can use Figma to do all this. You can use Workflow. You can use Bricks, if Bricks is what you're using. You can use Framer. You can use Bubble. You can use anything, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, Sketch. You can use all these design tools to design this. Maybe some of them may not give you the exact function, especially when it comes to those animations and other stuff. Maybe Photoshop can't give it to you, right? Illustrator can give it to you, but then you can still get the interface, right? You can still get the interface how it is. So that's it. So I hope you learned something from this, and then I'm looking forward to seeing improvements, massive improvements in the presentation. Presentation is key. After designing, presentation is the next thing, because the eyes, have to eat first before the mouth. Yes. If someone passes a food to your table, and then you look at the food and the food isn't enticing, even though probably the food is well cooked and the food is tasty, but you don't know that yet. Your eyes, what your eyes is seeing is so messed up. So you wouldn't like to eat it because you don't know how it tastes. You don't know, like, from you seeing how messed up it looks, you're already thinking, oh, no, 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 this is not good, right? So that's the same thing that applies to packaging, presentation. So when you present your work shines. It shines. People love it. That's it. So thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.